Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know that we don't do a lot of these IRL videos, but we're doing this today because of this right here. I got a new wheel for my Fanatec CSL Elite. This is something that I've been wanting pretty much ever since I got this unit here. I don't really have buyer's remorse, I guess, for getting the F1 rim. The F1 rim has been a great rim. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy it. It's gotten me through a lot of gameplay, but I just felt like a round rim would be something a lot more useful. GT7, Gran Turismo Sport, games like that. Just having a wheel, you know, because like you can position your hands, right? So if you're got a particularly tricky corner coming up, right? You know, you can reposition your hands differently to turn this. Where with the F1 rim, you're just holding it like this. This is all you can do. You know, you're just holding it like this, and you gotta kind of just turn it like that. Where this one here, you can, you know, just reposition your hands, and it's just a lot more useful. Also, for games like Dirt 2.0, I feel like this rim is going to be really good. You know, obviously for SnowRunner, playing SnowRunner on the F1 rim is pretty challenging to say the least. So what this is, I had to look over here because I have the box over here because there's no way in hell I can remember the name of it. Is the name in here? It actually is. So this is the Club Sport BMW M3 GT2 V2. So this is a version 2 wheel. They're doing this to pretty much all of their wheels are now V2 wheels. They come with magnetic shifters instead of the old ones, which I don't know what the old ones were. I guess they were just sort of mechanical. They come standard with the QR1. Now, there's always some kind of drama, I swear to God, when it comes to ordering Fanatec stuff. I love their products, okay? I'm going to say that. Don't get me wrong. I love their products. But when it comes time to shipping stuff, they have such a weird method of doing things. Like if you order a couple things, okay? Like I ordered this wheel. This is all I ordered. This they give you free. When you get the wheel, there is nothing on here. There is no quick release on here. You cannot put this on the base at all. There's nothing. So instead of either putting this in the box or shipping both of these items under one order, they ship them separately. Now, the strange thing about it is if you go onto their website and if you log into your account, it shows all this under one order number, but yet they don't ship them at the same time. It's so strange, it's confusing, and it's very frustrating to have a wheel sitting there in the box for days that you can't use it because you don't have the quick release and you're waiting for the quick release. It took me 3 days to get the quick release after I got the wheel. So I ordered the wheel on March 16th. I got the wheel a week later. Now another thing, on their website, they never once updated the order. They never sent me a tracking number. they never said the order's been shipped. Even now, if I go onto my account and check it, it says the order's been processed. Does not show that the order's been shipped. Does not show that I have it. Okay? Now, when I got this, they sent me a tracking number. They told me it was shipped. You know, everything went normally, like you would expect. You know, when you order something offline. This was a completely different circumstance here, and like I said, I don't know what the issue is. They're still blaming COVID for it. They're saying that with COVID restrictions, that things are taking longer. I'm in America. This ships from California, from their American warehouse or whatever. America's pretty much lifted all COVID restrictions, so I don't know. I think it's just an excuse that companies are still using for delays. But with that being said, I finally got the quick release. Piece of cake to put on. It can only go on one way. 4 bolts and 4 washers. That's all it is. Piece of cake. This wheel is covered in Alcantara. Okay. If you don't like Alcantara, you can always get gloves. Personally, I don't really care. My hands don't sweat that much, but I do get oils in my hands. Wash your hands before you race, or you can clean Alcantara pretty easily. I can show you guys. I could do a video on that some other time if you guys are really interested in how to clean the Alcantara rim. Very simple. It just requires like a car detailing brush that you can pick up at Walmart or any automotive place for relatively cheap. So let's get into the wheel. This is a PC wheel that is PlayStation ready. This is not an Xbox wheel. Okay, every Fanatec wheel is PlayStation ready, but not every Fanatec wheel you can use on Xbox. There's specific wheels that are Xbox only, and that's what you have to get if you have an Xbox. I went over this when I got this here, but in case you're just watching this for the first time to check out the wheel and you don't know, for PlayStation, they have to have a chip. Okay, there's a chip for PlayStation and Xbox. For PlayStation units, the chip is in the base. That's why we have to get a special wheel base, a PlayStation licensed base, because they put the chip in the base. So if you get a PlayStation licensed base, then you can put any wheel on it because the chip's in the base. If you have Xbox, you can use any base, but you can only use an Xbox licensed wheel because they put their chip in the actual wheels. It's kind of confusing. I know, I don't quite understand it myself, but just be known that you cannot get a CSL Elite anymore. You cannot get the Club Sport anymore. All you can get is the CSL DD, the CSL DD Pro, and you can get the DD1 and the DD2. That's it. Those are the only options for Fanatec right now. And yeah, so let's take a look at this wheel. This wheel is really nicely made. I mean, I only have 2 wheels from Fanatec, and both of them are just really quality. I mean, you could tell by feeling it. This is a heavy wheel. This is 3 pounds heavier than the F1 rim. Let me just get that really quick here, just so you can see. So this is the F1 Esports rim. This is the rim I got with it. Okay, this comes in at about 3 pounds. This comes in at about 6 pounds. And as you can see, a size comparison here, right? This is a full-size wheel compared to this one. I mean, you can see how much bigger it is, right? This here measures like a little over a foot across and a foot this way. So it's a hefty wheel. Now, with that being said, I'm thinking that that's going to affect the force feedback of this. This is only 5 Newton meters. Of course, on the Fanatec website, it says that this is compatible with the CSL Elite. Mostly all of their Club Sport wheels are compatible with the CSL Elite. This is actually a Club Sport wheel here. But like I say, it's a lot lighter. So, yeah, coming in at around 6 pounds, I'm really thinking that it's going to affect the force feedback, and I'm not going to get as much force feedback as I do from that wheel. But we'll check that out in another video. The next video after this will be part 2. It's where I'll actually get the wheel on the base, and we'll get into some games and check it out. So if I just come up here and show you guys this, as you can see, the buttons, they're not PlayStation buttons. All right, there's no caps on them. They're just colored buttons. Now in the manual, it does tell you what each button is. So this yellow button, this is your PS button. These buttons down here, I gotta get this right. This is your options, and this is your share button, or this is your options and this is your share. One of the two. This is X, this is O, triangle, square, R3, L3, R2, L2. And then you get the funky switch, which goes up, down, left, or right. And then you get the rotary encoder there. And you can also push that in, that's a button. Now, this is the biggest reason why I went with this particular wheel. There's other round wheels on the website that were more affordable, but they don't have the analog stick. So if I'm playing like SnowRunner or Farming Simulator 22, which I can't play right now because for some reason on the PS5, you can't use a Fanatec wheel, but on the PS4 you can. It's strange, but you know, you can use this to control the camera. And you can on GT7. I don't think you can on like ACC. You gotta use a button. So those are all the buttons, and beautiful BMW. It feels really nice, nicely done, well made. If we go to the back here, you'll see these are the magnetic shifters, and I'll click these guys so you guys can hear them. So right away you could tell that they don't have as loud of a click as this one here. So this is my other one. These are non-magnetic, and we'll click these. You really hear that on these. But what I will say, on this one with these magnetic paddles, they feel much better. So you're not getting that satisfying click that you are with the non-magnetic, but they feel so much better. It just feels more solid, smoother. Yeah, they feel really nice. And what I like about these is look how long they are, right? So I mean, if you got the wheel like this and you're turning, you need to downshift, you can grab that shifter from up there. If you got it down here, you can grab it from down there. I mean, you can reach the shifter from anywhere on the wheel. That's a real plus. So the wheel itself is all metal. I would say the rim here is all metal. This is all metal, and then what you have on back here, like where Fanatics are written on stuff, that's all plastic. So I don't think you can. Maybe you can see it. I don't think you'll be able to, but there's like, yeah, the lighting probably isn't really good. Yeah, I think you could just see it right here. There's like a thin lip. All right, so that's the metal kind of faceplate. And like I say, the whole rim is metal. There's plastic on back, but it's really well made. You could tell that when you grab it. I mean, this feels like, you know, your steering wheel from a car actually. I mean, it's supposedly a replica of the BMW M3 GT2. So if you guys know about that car, and maybe you've been in one of those cars or seen it, you know, this is supposedly the wheel that's in it. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I should probably just let you guys know what this costs. So I bought this March 16th. On March 17th, they raised the prices of a lot of their wheels. When I bought this was $299. After tax and shipping, it cost me like $338 for it. The next day, March 17th, it's on there now for $349. So after taxes and shipping, that's going to bring you just under $400 for this wheel. So that's something you want to think about now. Unfortunately, you know, prices of everything are going up, and unfortunately this is no different. But again, you know, it's a hobby, so this isn't a necessity. If you can afford it, it's fantastic. It's a great wheel. But again, it's that kind of thing where if you can't afford it, you know, there's other options. There's other options that you could do. And again, if you're coming from a controller, then it doesn't matter. Anything you get is going to be so much better, and it's going to just put you in the game more, and the level of immersion is just going to be so much more. So, you know, just don't worry about it. Get what you can afford. Whatever you can afford, you're going to absolutely love. Eventually, if you want to save up for something better, then get that, because you will notice the difference. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that, no, there's absolutely no difference between this CSL Elite and my T150 Pro that I have sitting down there. There's a huge difference. There really is. And I am almost positive that there's probably a huge difference between this and the CSL DD Pro, especially with the 8 Newton meter boost kit, I think it's called. You know, I don't know. I've never played on one yet, but I'm assuming that it is. So if you guys are wondering about the CSL DD Pro and if I'm going to get one of those, I don't know. I mean, maybe someday there's things that I want to get first that I feel are more important. This round wheel was a priority. PS5 was a priority. I got those 2 things checked off. Next thing I'd really like to get is a cockpit. I want to put it right in that corner. This is my gaming room, by the way. I am going to do a little video of this room, you know, to show you guys what I want to do with it. But yeah, I would like to get a proper cockpit, and then maybe upgrade the pedals first, you know, and then maybe towards the end upgrade that to the DD Pro. But yeah, that's what I want to do, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this. And you know me, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, if you watch my video on that, you know I'm very transparent with things like this. I don't lie to you guys. I don't try to make it sound like, you know, something's affordable when it's not. But affordable is a word I like to use. I don't want to say cheap, because to me cheap means not great quality. And this here, this is still, I guess for round wheels, I guess you would put this in the mid-range category, because they do have more affordable wheels than this. They do have a round wheel that I believe is under $200. I think they have like this BMW wheel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't like it. I don't think it looks great. But they have this BMW wheel. I want to say it comes in at around 165, 170, somewhere around there. So they do have more affordable options if you're looking for a round wheel. But again, you know, you're getting the BMW, you know, emblem on it and stuff like that. And this is a more solid wheel, and you are getting this analog stick, which if you're on console, that's really important, because you can look around with the camera and stuff like that. So guys, I think that's really all I have to say about this. I will label this video as part 1, and part 2 will be us getting in the game, getting into GT7, ACC, Dirt 2.0. I'm really excited about Dirt 2.0. Maybe we'll try some grid. Wreckfest. I played Wreckfest on the F1 rim. I didn't like it at all. I don't know if it's going to be any different on a round rim. I'll try it, but I don't know. I'm not going to make any promises. Maybe we'll even try grid. I don't know. I'm not too crazy about grid, but yeah, we'll try it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in getting one of these, just be aware that they are heavier. So I don't know if that's going to have an adverse effect on the force feedback. And as of right now, these wheels are going for around $350, which will bring it really close to $400 after taxes and shipping. But I mean, it's a quality wheel. You could just tell. You know, Fanatec makes some good stuff. I know there's a lot of people out there that they don't like them, but I haven't had an issue with them yet. And yeah, I can't wait to get this wheel on there and see how it performs.